Hey guys,
welcome back to the See You Next Thursday podcast.
Yeah, get into it.
Okay, we are. First of all, wait, how are you doing?
I'm great. I'm fine. How are you?
Wait, it was your last day at your second job.
Yes, I'm currently.
Oh, I didn't mean to laugh at that.
The way you pressed that so confidently too. That was so funny.
Because you were like, we gotta utilize this more, and for some reason I was like, it's the laugh, like the clapping.
It's a laugh one.
So that was a laugh.
Yeah. So now I only have one job. Kind of feel unemployed, but I'm not. You know what I mean? Like you just lose a job, and it's just income that you don't have anymore. But I low key quit this job for NIF. Oh, the second job, because I was like, if I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna quit right before we have stack full of movies in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a good idea, and I'm happy to be gone because the job was so far away, and you know how hellish it was. But yeah,
it's gonna be busy season 2 at your restaurant, so I think and I also think it was a good plan because then more free time, you can either get another job that is actually more like
makes
income.
more money and closer to where I live,
something like that. So,
and I'm also like, award season, we got so many movies to see even after NIF, and we have our vacation, so like I'm just like I might look for jobs after NIF, but I'm gonna be like, we'll see.
Yeah, so that is the thing is like, oh my god, we have like double movies for like the next, I feel like, week, or like it feels like double movies because we have to go see so many NIF things, and that's a whole separate conversation than the actual regular like what came out
release,
this week. Yeah,
but I'm excited. The scheduling makes me want to not be alive, but like I'm genuinely so excited to see so many new movies. Speaking of Tiff.
Okay, we recorded our podcast last Sunday when the awards were announced, so we're reporting back. We have some new movie alerts.
Stock watch?
Kind of a stock watch.
Like low-key stock watch.
So the People's Choice Award went to Hamnet. Woo. Second place, Frankenstein.
Woo.
Kind of crazy in my opinion.
Yeah. But we're gonna be seeing this in IMAX. I think they announced that Frankenstein's gonna be in IMAX, so I'm very excited to see that there. But I have heard some crazy things about like the VFX and the CGI and Frankenstein. So I've heard it makes it look a little sloppy. So we'll see.
Okay, sloppy.
Okay, slop.
Isn't this is one of the first movies that Netflix is releasing though in theaters, right?
I don't think it's going wide. I think it's still limited, but they're putting it in IMAX because it's Guillermo del Toro.
Pookie Bear.
By Puka Guillermo. Me trying to roll my R's so hard.
Guillermo. That's really fun. Okay, that's exciting. I am excited to see this on a big screen because sometimes on Netflix, I think that CGI would look even worse.
Oh, it's not going to hit for anyone.
It's not going to be good.
If it's not good on the 600 person IMAX screen,
the 150 people,
the 1 billion trillion IMAX screen at Lincoln Center.
Correct.
If it doesn't look good there, it's not going to look on your 12-inch.
Oh no.
Zero res screen.
No. Okay. So that one.
Yeah.
And then for international, No Other Choice won for the People's Choice, which I think is fascinating because sentimental value number 2. And like a lot of people going into this award season, probably including myself, were like, sentimental value stocks are up.
Yeah.
Like everyone is talking about this movie. It's everyone's like, it's the one. So I think it was interesting that No Other Choice won, but also I'm hearing No Other Choice doesn't come out until 2026. So all the NIF screenings for No Other Choice are like gone.
Yeah, they're hella sold out. We have our tickets though.
We have tickets,
so we'll be reporting on that. No spoilers.
What about that one? But everyone is like I'm in the NIF Discord, by the way. Hit me up if you want to. You probably
if you want to sell us tickets.
If you have 2 tickets to Sentimental Value
that part
on September 30th.
We trying to go like bad.
Like really bad. Every day I'm checking, so don't you worry. We are gonna wait standby that morning. Well, Frankie's waiting standby that morning, so we're gonna be fine. I'm just
Come say hi.
come wait
with us.
Let's make it a meetup.
See you next Thursday meetup. We have less than 100 subscribers.
And most of them probably are not in New York City.
No, why would they be?
Come meet us. We need that one bad. We did secure an opening night ticket though. So we're good.
Yeah, we're seeing Iowa Debris up close and personal.
You're literally seeing her in 4K. Honestly, 8K.
I'm seeing her in a million trillion K. Like, I'm so like, ooh, I'm gonna be vibrating.
Oh, and Andrew Garfield just got added to that too. So yeah, enjoy that. Enjoy that.
Literally vibrating. Also, like Luca, my husband, in front of me, like, oh,
the person who birthed me,
straight up birthed me in Italy. Like, that's my Italian heritage right there.
That's Italian culture. That's my Mia.
Straight up. Like,
yeah. Sorry. Anyway,
we just went over way too long about that. Anyways,
but no other choice. So like we're seeing it. So if you're seeing it, that's really cool and all. But everyone's like, this is I think one of the last times people are gonna get to see it before it gets released. So
and we don't know when it's gonna get released.
Yeah, everyone is want to buy no other choice. Want to buy no other choice. They're like any dates does not matter. Everyone wants to see this. So
from the people who have seen it, I've heard that he does stuff with the camera that has never been done before.
That makes me so excited. I'm hearing it's a little bit okay. People are like it's reheating Parasite, but like let's not use that terminology.
No, this is not film criticism, guy.
I don't.
We say that. We're like that's not good film criticism.
But like I don't want to. I don't like saying that because they're two different directors. It'd be different if Park made Parasite and is like making another thing about class, but like I think that's a really weird thing to say.
You just saw two Asian directors make movies with similar themes. Like
you exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like you're kind of weird for that.
Very.
But I do think it's one to watch. I think everyone is really feeling the excitement around this, and there was excitement around Decision to Leave, but like there's really big excitement.
Really
around this.
big.
So it's really fun to be like, okay, we got it. We're gonna see it.
I can't think about NIF too much, or I'll get really, really hype.
I'm so excited to just be like, okay, I want to go see a movie. What am I gonna go see? Or like, I want to wait standby today. I want to get some tickets. Like, I want to buy this random ticket from someone. Like, I'm just buying tickets at this point.
Sorry, I was just thinking of how our friend said this is the summer of overdoing it, but now it's fall. So now it's the fall of overdoing it. Like, that's what we're gonna be doing at NIF.
It's the NIF of overdoing it.
I think I've said this before. I'm going to be buying so much merch this year. That's where all my money is going. Like,
I'm not looking at the credit card statements. I'm just buying. I'm just buying at this point. So
lost a job, but spending so much money at NIV. Like, I'm cooked.
I'm cooked?
I'm cooked? Anyways, another movie that we don't know when it's coming out is The Testament of Anne Lee. Still doesn't have distribution. So someone get on that.
Someone let us know.
Someone clock into the job that you have and like get that movie put in theaters. Like,
I'm hearing so much about this movie, but everyone who has seen it has said it's worth seeing.
It's a freaking musical, bruh.
Which I'm like, okay,
let's go.
And that could go. I mean, don't like the Golden Globes, but that could go crazy at the Golden Globes because there's the drama / musical or the comedy, whatever, or is it comedy / musical?
Dramedy, comedy / musical. Did you hear that their Sinners is going in the drama category?
Which, duh.
Let's go.
Duh. Like,
yeah, of course. Like,
this is
if
not
anyone had a brain, obviously, but like, we're just hype about it.
Because people were saying it should go to musical.
No, sorry, it has music in it. Like,
and that's another thing. I mean, okay, I don't really love the Golden Globes. We all know the past it has. And the thing that's like problematic about the Golden Globes is there's 2 categories for everything. And like, I mean, again, awards are made up. I just said like so many, like, again, hate this, hate that, but like awards are made up. However, it does to me take away like the specialty of like, this is the best film of the year when there's 2 categories giving 2 awards that are like, this is the best of this year.
Yes.
I don't know if that made sense, but
I get where you're coming from. I do like that it gives more opportunities for wins, and splitting into categories I think makes sense sometimes, but it's hard to categorize film a lot of times. Like nothing's a straight up comedy anymore, and like everything is so multi-genre now.
That's so true.
But I do like that we have two winners of the night. Like that makes the awards race really interesting.
Yeah.
Because I remember last award season we were like, who's gonna win Best Actress? And it was like we got, I forget who won, but like
Mikey Madison and Demi Moore.
And we were like, who's gonna win? And like when that stuff happens, it's like I feel like it ups the stakes a little bit because you got an award, but are you gonna get the big one? Because like obviously the Academy Award's the big one.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I think it's funny that Golden Globe always comes first too in those things. Also, Golden Globe, I'm like, y'all just made up.
Y'all made that up.
However, Sinners wins. You did not make that up.
You did not make that up, bro. That was so real and true.
Any movie that I like, y'all didn't make that up. But any movie that I didn't think should win, y'all made that up.
Speaking of movies you like, Wicked had some announcements this week.
I saw actually the stage version of Wicked on Wednesday this week with my sister and her friends.
How was it?
I love going to theater. It like reminds me like, oh yeah, like I really want to do that, and that's a really cool thing to do.
That's super cool.
Like, oh, I'd love to do that. And it was so funny because it was so obvious that no one had seen part 2 of.
Oh really?
It's very obvious because everyone's
going after they see the movie. Yeah.
They were hooting and hollering. People were gasping, and I was like, "Oh, y'all haven't seen this?
Y'all don't know the story from when you were 5?"
Me, when I've seen the show 7 million trillion times, like, girl, I won't say anything because you know.
I'm excited for part 2. All the best stuff happens in part 2.
All the good stuff happens. I feel like there's a lot of good songs in part 1, and a lot of people actually say the better songs are in part 1, but to me, like, the part 2 songs are just, they hit different.
I also like the plot in part 2 is like
so much more interesting.
Right? Like
so much more interesting.
Yeah.
I texted Frankie, I think right after Wicked, and I said, Ariana's got a lot to work with. I feel like I'm the only one who's like, Ariana's gonna
You're
win.
leading her Oscar campaign.
I am. I really think she has so much to work with, and they're leading with her, which I said would be really smart. And we'll just see.
Cynthia might get her EGOT.
Okay, it was announced that there's gonna be 2 new songs on the Wicked Part 2 soundtrack. Very interesting. I as a theater girl myself, I don't know how I feel about adding new music in.
The way adding new music in.
Oh wait, I know it's called "The Girl in the Bubble" is Ariana's song.
The Girl in the Bubble.
I forget what Cynthia's song is called, but "No Place Like Home" is Cynthia's song, which the name, the title, okay, it's low-key given. It could be good. And this is no disrespect to these 2 ladies because they are
incredible
fabulous
singers.
They are trained down. They are fab singers. I just think it's funny that K-pop Demon Hunters comes out this year and Golden will most likely be winning Best Original Song.
Does Sinners have original songs in the category?
Oh my!
Because that's winning. Like, I'm sorry, but like Sinners' original song is winning.
I think it's called Pale Moon or Pale Pale Moon.
Yeah.
That.
What's the one he sings during the insane scene? Is it Pale Moon?
Somebody take me.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that was about to win. Like,
okay, I just thought about that.
So much more interesting.
Wow. Okay, because my head was like, K-pop Demon Hunters, y'all are taking it, because I feel like animated movie and original song are like very, they correlate a lot.
I lied to you.
Yeah. Ooh.
And Pale Pale Moon is really good.
I'm seeing something.
Oh,
I'm seeing.
The stars are lighting.
Dang, this is a crazy year for Wicked to be having original music.
They trying to win bad. Sorry, Winners is blocking your road. Like,
winners.
Sorry, but winners.
Literally winners.
Sinners equals winners. Like, sorry, my Freudian slip got me there.
We know something that you don't. I know Winner's about to win.
Winner's about to win. Winner's about to sin.
Ooh.
Ooh. What? Are we on something today? Like,
winners.
We're all winners.
But like, that was announced. That was really fun to hear. I wonder how these ladies feel about it too, because Cynthia and Ariana are like purists to Wicked. Like, they're like, this is Wicked and it has to be canonically all correct and things like that. I wonder how they feel about adding new music in.
Well, yes to that, but like I think they also want their awards.
They want something. They want something for sure.
I don't think they're gonna be put up too much of a fight.
No, they want something for sure because it's the last one. So yeah. I think Ariana has an extensive career ahead of her, and I do think she will be.
Well, she's in All the Places They Go, directed by John M. Chu.
2028. Can't wait. See you there.
With
Josh. Is that his name?
I was gonna say Bowen Yang. Isn't Bowen Yang in it?
Oh, my bad.
Josh Brolin?
No. Who played Olaf?
Oh, Josh Gad. Wait, I think you're right.
They both could be in it. I remember
I'm
Josh
just making
Gad.
stuff up.
We're just spitting.
I'm just making stuff up now.
Lovely. Well, just wanted to report that.
Yep. Stock watch over.
I thought Golden would be winning, but I have some clients that I gotta promote. I gotta advertise for. So
of course.
Ooh.
This is a reminder to subscribe and follow us on YouTube and Spotify. See You Next Thursday podcast. Instagram. See You Next Thursday pod. TikTok. I messed it up again. TikTok. See You Next Thursday pod. Instagram. See You Next Thursday pod. Just follow us. Like,
it's in the description too.
Yeah, just like do it, I guess.
If you want to follow us on Letterboxd, I have our Letterboxd in the description now too.
Y'all gonna get real mad at my Letterboxd. Like, I don't think you want to see that.
So don't look at it, but if
so
you
like
want to
follow me, but like mute me. Like,
want like a little sneak peek before the pod to see what we're feeling, go there. Yeah.
Anyways, now that that's over, we saw Him.
Okay, movie this week, Him. You should go see this.
Yeah,
I think so.
I agree.
And I think we both are like hyping it up more because let him cook.
Let Justin Tipping cook, guys.
Let my boy marinate. Let him
give him a couple years. Give him some more money.
Give him the same team though.
Different writers.
Maybe take the writers out.
Different writers.
Maybe take those writers out. Give him a similar team. That cinematographer and editor stay, producer stay, directing obviously just Tipping. Give him a good script. I think there's promise here. There is something here. I can work with this.
I've come to the conclusion. I think I've been sitting on Him for a couple days. The conclusion is this movie's all over the place.
It's all over the place.
It's all over the place, but I think I'm on the high end of it. Like we were talking before the pod, a lot of our friends and mutuals are giving it like 1 star, 2 star, like they're hating on it. And I can see where you're coming from if you're coming from like a purely like movie good, movie bad standpoint.
Yeah.
However, I'm in the middle. I think you're in the middle too.
Very.
And I'm more so leaning towards he has promise, and there's some really cool things in this movie that we're going to talk about, and we're also going to talk about some of its flaws. But go see it and like you think on it, create your own opinion, and like yeah, like I really do think that like there are fun moments in this movie. Is it the best horror movie of the year? No, but
not even close.
It's sitting around Weapons for me, like because you know how I felt about Weapons, but like it's in the same like, okay, that was fun, I had a fun time at the movies. Was everything there? Not really, but we laughed, we gasped.
Where I think Weapons feels more cathartic, this doesn't have that like really big cathartic release at the end.
Yeah.
And I think that's where like to me it falls. We'll get into it more, but like low-key I feel the same way. I'm not a huge like horror person again, and like we've talked about this, just like I do think I had a good time. I see something, and that's why I'm like I'm seeing things, so that's why I'm like, go see this. And like this was fun, and I left the theater feeling good.
Yeah,
not great, not over the moon, but I felt good, and I had fun.
We saw this in IMAX.
Highly recommend.
We were row C, so we were kind of like,
it's a little distort city, but
speaking of city, bro. This movie is freaking montage city. If we're gonna get into it,
so we got carried away. We got a little carried away.
So I told this Sarah on the train when we were coming home from the movie. Some of those montages in the beginning of the movie were feeling like fan cams, feeling like Twitter edits. Like, I love a montage. We love montages. But there has to be like a purpose. I mean, I guess there doesn't have to be anything in anything. But like, they felt very shallow, and there wasn't much like intention in the montage other than I'm working out, I'm playing football, and like it just felt like
felt very one note.
Yeah, like it wasn't giving me anything other than the straight up, this is what I'm doing and here's a montage of it. I wanted to see progression. I wanted to see maybe more fun shots, you know. So there are a lot of montages in this movie, a way of passing time, showing time passing, whatever. But I think we could have like worked them a little bit better. They could have been maybe directed a little bit better.
Yeah. When you mentioned the time of this movie to me, I kind of was connecting the dots just now. I feel like this was a way for them to just like get that time up more, like for the movie, like that runtime up.
Well, the runtime is only like 96 minutes. It did not feel an hour and a half. This felt like 2 hours to me.
This felt really long, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I do think it was some of those montages, especially the one where the day one montage is the longest
really
football
long
montage I've ever seen in a movie. And it's not, it low-key just feels like it's just the boys messing around. And like Justin Tipping included in that. Like he's like, you know what, like scream at the camera right now and like
flex your muscles, bro.
Flex your muscles, like, and like
drink your pre-workout.
That's what it feels like. And when the movie's supposed to be this horror thriller about sports, there's so many more, I feel like, effective ways we can make this montage like feel like, okay, he's getting tired, or like something weird is off, but like he's just gonna keep going. Instead, it was like, it's just the boys,
like you said, one note, very like flat.
Yeah,
in those montages. But there are other moments where they do those things and they do it well, just never in the moments where I want it to happen. So I wrote down in my notes what was wrong, and I don't think I figured it out yet.
I think a lack of there's a lot of disorganization in this movie. I feel like there's a lot of things that could be cut, flipped around, chopped. I also feel like there's just a lot of ideas here.
A lot of good ideas.
There's so many good ideas that I'm like, I really like this. I think just like it feels a little like wrong place, wrong time for so many of these things. And like it can't stick to one theme too long. And like that's where it started to lose me a lot, because it's a football movie, but then it's a cult movie, but then it's a devil movie, and then there's blood everywhere, and then it kind of like it doesn't do like how movies go up and down. It kind of goes like up, and then it disappears. It's like, and then it's over.
Yeah, I do think I'm really, when I saw that the runtime was an hour and a half, I was like, it just did not feel an hour and a half to me. So I'm like, is it pacing? Is it something with the pacing? The movie is broken into chapters once we get to the compound of like days, which I think is really fun. And the way that sometimes the way the chapters get introduced is really stark. Like after like a really intense scene, it'll be like, now it's day 4. And I think that's like cool. But I do think the writing is a big part of why it doesn't work for us.
Huge.
It's a little goof. Like it's goof and it's cringe in some points.
I just connected to how weapons is split up into chapters. That's a very innovative way, I think, because in the beginning you never see the faces of these people, and then it's like it's all connecting the dots. The chapters in this, you're not connecting the dots.
It's just
anything.
days. Yeah.
It really is just days and time passing in a way to signify that time is passing. And so to me, it's like, was this necessary? Maybe I'm missing something in the names of the chapters. The names were all like really cool, and like they were very different, not what I was expecting.
It was like what they were doing that day. It was like what we're focusing on that day. I remember leadership was like one of the last ones.
I remember poise was day 2. Poise. That
interesting.
That's a very specific word that I would not explain the day as. to be honest. Like,
yeah,
poise, that stuck with me.
yeah. Cool font.
Liked the font a lot.
Yeah.
I think the first day was like fun, right? It was fun, I think.
I don't really remember, but probably.
Those were the only two that I tried to remember all of them, but
no,
I got stuck.
Yeah. We have some actors in here.
Yeah.
Tyreek Withers is Cameron Cade. Another person I think that has promise. He just needs to and this role is pretty good for him. I just want to see him in some other roles. I think he could be like a leading man type or like boy next door type. Like, he's very attractive, obviously, and I think he's got some acting talent.
I think he's in a new Colleen Hoover book.
He is, and screw that. Like, I'm sorry.
Anyone who's doing any of those. Also, oh my god, another actor in this movie is going to be in an Ali Hazelwood adaptation of Love Hypothesis, which, big romance reader over here, Ali Hazelwood, you're getting a movie, girl? You didn't tell me.
You didn't let Sarah know. Where was the text message?
And anyone who's making a book adaptation that I have read, you're supposed to let me know. So first, yes. I don't remember what actor is gonna be in the movie, but I was like, "You're gonna be in this, okay?" So, but anyways, yeah. I don't like Colleen Hoover, so
yeah. Do you have thoughts on Tyreek Withers' performance?
Well, one of my friends went to school with him, and he actually played football, and then now he's an actor. So shout out that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's really sick of him. And so I do think this role is like very fitting for him. I have not seen him in anything else. I tried to watch I Know What You Did Last Summer, but I feel like he plays this role well. I do think with what he's given, you know, I don't know if it's like Cooper Hoffman and David Johnson, The Long Walk, what they're given and how they really spiced up those roles. I think he's just a young actor and he's like finding his way,
finding his footing.
Yeah. So, but it's cool that he was a leading man in this, and like,
good for him.
Very fitting. He played football, so
yeah,
very fitting. Marlon Wayans as Isaiah White.
Yeah, I think he was definitely like the driving force in this movie. You know, veteran actor that we know from a lot of, you know, Scary Movie, White Chicks, and from like a very like the whole family is the Wayne family is very like popular, famous. I think he does a great job as well. I don't really have a connection to his past movies in a way where like I can't see him as any other character, so he did like transform for me. Like, I saw him as this person, but I was never really compelled by him. Like, I was never blown away by anything he did. He gets like really scary and yells at some points, and he's like clearly out of his mind in some ways, but nothing too big for me or over the top where I was like, dang, that's a great performance, you should be nominated for, you know. He just did his thing and he was very good. I
thought when he came in there'd be more to the role, but unfortunately I think it just felt typical, like very like, okay, he's a part of this, and you just already know, like, I don't know, the trailers to me are very stereotypical. This is gonna be one of those cult movies, so
better than Opus.
Much anything is not too much though, because Io Debris, my baby.
But better than Opus. There's a lot of similarities though. Compound, you know, leaving and going and seeing everything in this. Yeah. Not much to say about Opus.
No, I didn't mean to touch on that for too long. I just when you say can you compare it to, I'm like, nothing comes to mind.
No, there's nothing to compare. They're very different, but yeah. And then we have Julia Fox, which I love that girl.
You said something about Julia Fox and her acting. You're like, she just plays her.
Yeah. I do think she plays her or a version of herself in a lot of the roles she's in, at least from Uncut Gems and this one. And what else has she done? I Didn't See Presents. That's really all she's kind of been in. Yeah, I just, when I looked at the screen, I saw Julia Fox, and she very much so acted like herself, talked like herself. I still think she's a fun character, you know, playing kind of like the trophy wife of this, you know, famous footballer. She has her own jade eggs that she sells.
That was a fun gag.
Good for you, girl.
Happy for you.
Get that bag. But she kind of has like a twist near the end where she's kind of like, I'm the one controlling this entire league, and it's like, okay,
I never really believed it.
Are you though? Like, because that would have been a really fun twist if we landed the plane and it was like, behind this is a woman and it's Julia Fox and she's doing everything. But it was just like, she said that and I was like, okay, girl. Like,
because I knew what was gonna happen is, well, he's going to escape somehow and no one's making it out. So yeah.
That's like all the characters I wanted to talk through. I mean, we have the trainer who's like kind of trying to help him out the entire way. I couldn't really tell if he was like trying to help him out or not, but
he like was and wasn't. Like he was like, run and
get out, and
but like that again, the writing of this movie, I think that is like truly what bogs this down. Bogs. I don't know.
No, that's a great word.
It truly is infuriating sometimes.
Bogs.
I want to mention this also is written by 2 white people and someone who is mixed. I'm not in a place to like speak about this critically or like informally. It's just like when watching the movie, take that into consideration, chew on that, think about that.
Yeah.
It's really it's fascinating.
Just something interesting.
Yeah. I know I say interesting, fascinating, and cool and all those things all the time. Just like really it makes me think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Jordan Peele as an executive producer, I think helps this movie a lot in terms of like, I don't know how big the budget was, but I'm sure he helped in that way get a lot of these ideas, you know, off the ground. Couldn't have done this as like an indie movie, you know.
No.
But I do think having him probably as a mentor to Justin Tipping was great. However, the way they did market this movie was very big font Jordan Peele and very small font Justin Tipping. So I know a lot of people are taking this as a Jordan Peele movie. It's not. Like, it's not that. It's Justin Tipping movie. He executive produced it, you know. So he did have a hand in it, but you cannot compare this to Nope or Get Out. Like, please stop.
Non-cinephiles in particular.
Yeah, obviously if you know movies, you know Jordan Peele did not direct this, but like, it's very misleading, the marketing, and they're doing that on purpose. This is a name, you know, go see this movie because you know Jordan Peele, but people are going to take it as, wow, Jordan Peele made a bad movie, when that's not really the case. This is this guy's like first feature, I think, or like,
I think this might be his first, like, it's not original because he had other writers on it, but this feels like his biggest production.
It's his big one.
It's his big one
at the moment. We hope he has a bigger one, but and that's why I want to talk about like the team behind this. Like, the people he has, minus the writers, specifically his cinematographer and editor, both women. I love to see it. Kira Kelly is a cinematographer. Taylor Mason is the editor. This is Taylor Mason's first feature length as an editor, which she freaking knocks this out of the park with what she's given. Mama does a number. Mama chewed.
She did, and like I specifically remember, I think even last week, I think I said like I'm excited for the editing because
that was what you were excited for.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be cool editing, and while there was like tons of montages, I liked a lot of the editing choices and the things that were cool. I do think also the cinematography in general.
So Kira Kelly.
So there's this woman,
Kira Kelly,
and she eats down.
Yeah. What I think this movie has really going for it in my eyes is like playing with the X-ray and thermal camera shots. And we just read an interview with her where she talked about it and how they made it work. And it seemed very like homemade rig setup with these 2 different cameras trying to get everything right. And they did it. And I honestly thought I'd never seen it before, but I was just reminded that Zone of Interest also had a thermal shot that was very cool. These are ways we can tell compelling stories in new ways. Like, oh my gosh, like seeing a concussion in real time with an X-ray camera and like showing the brain sloshing in the skull. And we also read that VFX was included in this, so like they did kind of spice up, I'm sure, the imagery that they got from these cameras with some VFX. But such powerful images, I think, from these cameras that they used.
That is like the best part of this movie, because there's some super cool moments in this where like it made me like get up out of my seat. I was so excited because to me, like, that's the future of like filmmaking right there. That's like the new horror. That's what is pushing films to be good. And like I after the movie, I was like, I want to know if this was visual effects or if this was a camera, because I couldn't tell. It was that cool, and like it really makes me excited. And so that's why I'm like, there's promise. Like, and in the interview, they mentioned that Justin Tipping was like saying he wanted these things. He wanted more out of these scenes. He wanted this to be big, and like he wanted to push the envelope the entire time. And they said it was a really safe space to explore that. And that's why I'm like, okay,
this is playing. And I love that. I love playing, watching people play with new things, create new ideas, and like using the technology we have, not AI, real technology, and making really, really cool things out of it that we haven't seen before. So really effective way to show the way football, affects the body. Super cool.
Do you come from a big like football family or anything? Nope. So my mom is really big into football. I don't care about football at all. Don't really care. Okay, when people are like, these men are risking their lives, they shouldn't be. For football?
Yeah.
I also have a very heated, opinionated take about football.
Say it.
I think it's funny that football players get paid millions of dollars to rehearse a routine to mess it up.
Oh my God.
Literally, I understand, oh, there's a ball in the way. Oh, there's a person in the way. Y'all get paid millions of dollars to mess up your routines, yet people perform 8 shows a week on Broadway and get paid
dust.
And you know what's in their way? Human beings as well. Poles, moving set pieces, a turntable. And also it's way lower budge. Hello, there's so many more things.
You got an open field and just people in the way. Like, catch that ball.
You rehearse routines for millions of dollars and you still mess them up.
We're losing our 98% male following right now, Sarah.
Good, because that's just how I feel about football.
You're really, really right. I never thought about it that way. I was recently watching the first Ravens game of the season when I went home, and they were doing so good, and then they flopped in the last like 4 minutes of the game. And I was like, so do they just not care? And my dad was like, they get paid anyway. And I was like, that's why they don't care. They don't have anything on the line, like they're just playing a little game for funsies. Like, meanwhile, if you're a dancer and you don't come into work, you don't get paid.
Yeah, your swing goes on for you, and your swing gets paid double because swings get paid more than actual people on Broadway. Like, I'm very mixed up in politics of arts and sports.
The politics of art.
Because I know that like rich people are funding the arts as well, but even richer people are funding the sports of the world. And it just makes me really sad, because arts are like, to me, very moving and like healing. And not that sports can't be, it's just there's so much money that goes into sports and very little that goes into art. And they should be. They should be both equally funded.
Yep.
To my point, I was gonna say that, like, again, like, football players should not be risking their lives. Mr. Man with staples in his head should not be having to do these things when he is concussed and he is injured. I get that's the point, but
I kind of noticed this, that I might be crazy because I wear glasses, my vision isn't great, but I felt like after the concussion, the first time he gets hate crimed, like on the field by the mascot that we never see, that we don't see yet, and he has like the staples in his head and he's getting ready to play in the thing that tells them if they're good football players or not. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the like draft thing.
Yes. I felt like there were some shots that were blurry and like out of focus, and I was like, that's really interesting. I'm sure it was intentional to like, and I don't know if they were POV shots or not, but I was just like, they're definitely trying to show his perspective of like, everything's fuzzy, my brain is screwed up. And I thought that was really fun. Ooh, also, whenever they do anything with those staples in his head, when they get hit, when they get pulled out, oh my god, that Sarah, I hate you.
Cool stuff.
It just like, ooh, makes me wanna.
I was like,
stick your tongue out.
Yum. I something I didn't mention, kind of with pacing. I guess if we want, we can go through the movie as well. The first,
which we're not really doing,
because like, okay, honestly,
there's not much to go through.
There's not much to go through. This movie is low key a mess. It's very, very all over the place. There's a lot of ideas, so that's why I'm like, if this is all over the place, like, please forgive us. The first half of this movie, though, I will say, they capture overstimulation so well.
You did say that.
I said that like right after the movie, because the first half is so overstimulating, and it's probably to contrast the like very quiet and like silence is like probably the scariest thing in horror movies, because it really leaves your brain to wander. So I think it's to like contrast that. But the first half of this movie is how my brain feels like 24/7. I'm just a very like overstimulated person. I'm Gen Z for sure. Like, don't you worry, it's that damn phone.
Me and that damn phone.
Me and that damn phone. But I think this movie captures that really well, because then there's so many incidences that like lead to, like, a staple in his head is accidentally ran through by a razor when someone's doing his hair, or he's getting drunk because he blew his draft and there's so many people around him, but he's this famous kid, so it doesn't matter. And like,
bro, you gotta look at my jeweler got for you. And he's like, I'm good.
He's like, I'm down.
And then I really like when he lays in the bathtub to get the call. Yeah, that's really cool. And then all his friends come in, they're like, he's got good news, let's hear the good news, bro. It's so fun. Yeah, so like there are points that I'm really, really hype in this movie, even if it is kind of jumble all over the place.
Yeah, and like this movie is truly an idea. It's truly an idea. So like, once that he's a football player, he's born to do this.
You're him.
No
guts, no glory, or something.
yeah.
Or something like that.
He has this incident on the field where he's alone at night, and then someone comes and bongs him on the head, and then he wakes up and he's concussed right before his big day.
Literally hate crime.
And then he literally can't play because he's concussed.
I thought he played anyway.
Oh, did he? Did he just flop?
We never see him. They just don't show it. So it's like,
I also was like, is he a good football player? And you were like, girl, I don't know.
Okay, so there's like such little football in this movie, actually.
Yeah.
We see him throw the ball a bit in training at the compound, but like never anything that really proves his talent. We just gotta believe. You just gotta believe in.
He played football. Like, okay, I believe it.
Yeah.
I won't say that about his physique and how I was like, oh, he's squeezing those abs.
Well, you just said it. After the movie, Sarah was like, he not as jacked as you think he is.
Maybe those arms are looking good, but you're squeezing those top two, babe. I see.
Get him again.
Might be. Okay, then he gets recruited to go for 1 week, play with his idol Isaiah White in a secluded area that's where he lives.
Go Saviors.
Interesting. And when we get there, things are just like not as they seem, as every cool movie.
It's New Mexico, like
low key, you in the middle of nowhere. So
a lot of like skulls on the wall. He has his rings displayed and his like MVP award displayed. And then when we go into the house and see Isaiah White, he's like making pelts.
I have no idea what he's making.
I think he like hunts things and like skins them, and he uses every part of that, because I think he says something like gotta use every part of it or something. So I assume he like eats the meat, but he's like making these pelt skins, kind of really, really weird stuff.
He's the goat, which I think.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the whole goat thing. What? Cringe city, bro. Some of the times where they were saying goat, like I was like, I say goat, I say goated, that's so goated, I say that all the time, but like the way they were using it in this context, I was like, guys, can we be for real for a second?
Not too much.
Hey, you're a really good football player.
Yeah,
like,
not too much on I want to be the GOAT. Like,
yeah.
Meryl Streep is still alive.
Yeah, she's the best football player out there.
Mama, that's the GOAT. So, and then
Just a freaky compound.
yeah, and we just mentioned the chapters earlier. The days are breaking up into chapters, and the days get progressively even weirder and weirder. There's this blood innuendo, trigger warning, blood, and the trainer is like constantly giving Cameron Cade
These shots. I assumed they were like steroid shots. We do see him with the blood IV at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. The trainer's like, this will help you. This is gonna help you get through the week.
But I feel like it doesn't. As per usual. It's something weird, of course. And there's like really interesting, like every time he's like not tripping. Maybe he is tripping.
Like Loki, yeah.
Like every time there's like he gets the shot in him, and then like something goes on psychologically where he just like is seeing things, and like I don't even know how to explain this.
Maybe that's how steroids work. I've never tried, so I wouldn't know. But like maybe it is kind of like a energizing, awakening effect where like I think it's, I don't know, maybe blood pumping to your muscles. I'm just saying shit right now. I don't know how steroids work. Like,
we're saying anything and everything because truly I'm trying to explain this movie,
trying to grasp onto something.
I'm like,
come on,
I don't know what this means, but it means something.
The production design of the house is very, very cool. They have like this interesting sauna room, and also like this tank. What, it's in Stranger Things where like you lay back. What's it called? Sleep deprivation tank or something. He goes in that, and I was like, why he getting in the egg right now?
He went in an egg, and like, they made it really cinematic.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And then he gets in this milky water, then like he goes under. Also, there's a big bathtub in this circular room.
Yeah,
we're in that for a while too. I thought the ice in this bathtub looked really interesting, and I'm sure it's some type of ice that doesn't melt. Like, it's obviously fake ice, but like, why was it shining and glittering and like so beautiful on his skin?
I liked how it looked. Like, I wanted to sit in that bath low-key.
But he was sitting in there for a while. I was like, how can you do, like, I thought cold plunges were for like a minute max. He wasn't, that was a long scene. Like,
he napped in that. Like,
oh yeah, he did fall asleep in it.
He napped in the ice. I don't think that must have been full of heat. Cause girl, what?
No, that was definitely not like an actual ice bath. But in the context of the scene, if it was supposed to be, that's crazy. My muscles would be.
I would literally be shriveled. I can't even sit in a cold shower for more than a minute.
No. Sorry, I went on a tangent.
Well, I'm just gonna skip to the end of this movie because there's so much in between that like. You just see it coming the entire time.
Do you want to talk about the part where he like has to do a play in 3 seconds, or they hit the guy in the face with a ball? No.
Well, you just explained it. that happens. That freaks him out.
It's really, I thought the damage that this guy got from getting hit full speed in the face with a football, like close range, I thought his like entire face would be broken open, but then at the end it's like his nose is a little busted and he's got a couple teeth missing and he's like laughing it off. I thought this was gonna be like, you just killed a man.
I thought that's exactly
what it should have been. It should have been, you just like worked so hard, you destroyed someone else. Like, yeah. And it just wasn't that. So I was a little, yeah. And he was like, such a pleasure to do that for you, Mr. White. And it was like, yeah, okay. And then we're at some part we're on like a shooting range with all of his little I guess opposing teams, you know, set up for him to
release some anger.
Yeah, and then they drag out an old mascot costume, and it's low-key twitching.
Like there's someone in there.
And then he tells him to, take the shot, and he does.
Makes a bet with him though.
What was the bet again?
He's like, he says, oh gosh, I'm gonna do it.
Do it, because let's see if I remember the real thing.
There's this thing that I do. Let's see if you catch it. Okay, so he says like, oh, I'll bet you something even better. I'll play starting position, or like I'll play quarterback and you won't, or something like that. Yeah, he like threatens him with something that's like, ooh, like we all, ooh.
He's like, if you make this shot, he'll retire, and he'll let him, like, was that it?
It might have been.
And then I think the response was, no, I earn things.
Oh yeah,
that was the whole, like,
yeah.
He was like, no, I don't want to take the bet. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna earn it. And then he hits the target, and yeah,
he says something along the lines of like, I'm already gonna be quarterback, so like he's like, oh, I'm him.
He's straight up him. IMHIM.
I wish they discovered more of the I earn things plot line, because I feel like that was just like thrown in, and then when the ending happens, it's not as cathartic as it could be. Mm-hmm. So maybe if they explored the like I earn things plot line more than the I'm rewarded things.
Yeah. Well, the entire time he's like, what makes you do football? And he's like, my family, God, and football. And then Isaiah White is like, no, it's got to be football,
family,
football, God, and then your family. Like, he puts it in an entirely different order. He's like, football number one, and he's like, if family is your motivation, you're never gonna do this. Like, you gotta have something deeper within you that makes you want. He makes it so like animalistic and brutal, where it's like, I guess if you're really into football, like, that's the case, but like nothing is ever that serious. And like, we don't need to be making a whole freaking cult out of this. Sorry, I'm just, before we skip to the end, the crazy fans outside.
Yeah.
What was that?
A gag?
So we have these fans we see when we drive into the compound. They're clearly insane, and they worship Isaiah White. And then they go away for a while. And then one night when he's sitting in the sauna, they sneak in.
Miss Mamas sneaks underneath and tries to bonk him with a rock.
Which was
a hot sauna rock.
No, actually, like that would do damage.
Irreparable damage.
Yeah, and then the two other weirdo guys dressed up in gray, like, they come in, and there's like a whole fight scene, and then she ends up. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Who does that? Is it Cameron Cade or is it
it's
Isaiah White?
Isaiah, because Cameron Cade, he like chokes her and knocks her like unconscious, and then Isaiah, he like kisses her, and then he like,
what the hell was that about,
girl? So that part was it's supposed to be a gag.
I wasn't,
but I'm not gagging.
I'm not gagging.
I'm
actually swallowing like just fine.
I feel fine.
We can skip to the end now.
Yeah. Okay, the end. Okay, every time, Cameron Cade's like, I'm gonna go do this, and then, or like every time Isaiah White leaves the room, he's like, I'm gonna go watch some tape. I'm gonna go watch some film.
Like, me too, girl.
I don't love that line. I know what you mean by it, but love that line. And so then at the end, Cameron Cade finds Isaiah White watching his tape, and it's literally just like a circle of like people, like
it's like the audience. It's not even tape of the field.
Yeah, and he's sitting back in this chair. It's like the end of Superman when he's sitting back in the chair with Superman. Like his family. Well, no, this is not his family. It's a dark room. It's all red, and it's literally just the audience like, yes, it's them in a freaking circle around him.
Yeah.
And
they fight it out.
They fight it out. They're duking over
Duke it out.
being the quarterback. And there's like this innuendo that like one person has to be sacrificed to be the quarterback or to be him.
It's straight up like a duel situation where no two people come out alive, like Gladiator. Like one person comes out alive and that person becomes the quarterback for the Saviors. Like it's crazy. They duke it out. He hits him in the head with a helmet.
Yeah.
And does that do him in? Like, does that?
I think so.
I think so too. So then he's covered in blood. He walks out to the I guess courtyard area of this house. And we got cheerleaders, we got his agent, we got the head of the Saviors, and we have Miss Elsie.
Yeah.
All sat up and ready for him to sign this contract.
Yeah. The cheerleaders are also wearing like a piece of mesh over their face, which I was like, cool. Love that.
There are so many cool things that we could have explored more. The cheerleaders, very cool characters. They're just at the end to be background actors during this final scene.
Props, yeah.
The mascots of it all, mascots as a creepy like shifting, moving, background scary antagonist is like very fun.
Yeah.
Mascots are scary. Those suits they have on are weird sometimes. So I thought using that as like a creepy thing.
Yeah, driving force,
creepy thing could have been so much fun if we used that more, played into it differently. But at the end of the day, it was just like, don't be a mascot. Like that was like the slogan. Don't be a mascot. Be the quarterback. Sorry, just went on a little tangent. But yeah, and then his agent basically comes out and says like, we ordered the hit on you to give you a concussion.
Yeah. And we find out that like he was being groomed to do this his entire life, and that like his agent or the head of the Saviors, one of them met him as a young kid and was like, this is the guy. Like that's our kid. And so we just find out that all of this was
prearranged,
and he's like, no, I don't think so. And everyone is sacrificed.
Yeah, so he doesn't sign the contract, and then he goes crazy. It's kind of Substance-esque.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about after the movie. Yeah. We were like, this is very much so like lots of blood, just crazy for the sake of it. Like, but it's not, like we were saying earlier, it's not like a release in the way of weapons, or even like Substance was more compelling than what happened here.
Yeah.
He straight up gets the head off of the head of the Saviors, kicks it across the field. Julia Fox, Elsie, is impaled. He just gets them all down and
gets them all.
Yeah.
And literally the movie ends.
Yeah.
We don't see anything afterwards. We don't see the aftermath of anything, which like we don't have to in every movie. It's just like, I think at least like one little scene or one little something, something a little more compelling would have, I think, made me understand more like the implications of this. But instead it just felt like, again, like very typical your cult movie.
Yeah. He made it out. He didn't sign the deal. What he was groomed for, he did not become, but he ended up, destroying lives in the process.
Yeah. Like, you're going to jail. So that's always how these movies end. And I'm like,
so are you going to prison?
Yeah. You can't do that. Like, you can't do that,
like,
bro.
It's self-defense. You K-worded like literally 10 people.
And there's evidence. It's not like you were careful about it.
No. There's this party they go to as well. I'm kind of forgetting what happens at this party. Julia Fox leads him into this party. Isaiah White's like, I'm not going. I'm staying home and watching tape. They go to the party. He meets up with his agent and the head of the Saviors. And I guess that's when they talk out the deal before it happens. And then Julia Fox ends up...
I think the trainer disappears.
Oh, this is when the trainer thing happens, yeah.
Because of Julia Fox.
Yes.
I think.
Does he get too?
Like, yeah, his head is
His head is on a platter.
His head is on a platter. Yeah.
Just had to mention that happens, I guess. But that's him. The end credit song is really, really lit.
Shout out Denzel Curry. Bro, shout out the soundtrack in general. Shout out the like featured songs on this. Tierra Whack, Denzel Curry, very good choices.
Because I'm HIM. I am HIM. Like, it's genuinely really good.
I do think the score is also really good in this. I like how they mix like these like hip hop beats with like regular, like they like mix the sound design and the score like together, and it's cool.
I love when that happens. Like in Sinners, where she does the
y'all.
Sorry, we just have to keep bringing up the best movie of the year.
Just trying to bring up the best movie probably of my life.
So overall, it has great moments, but it's a whole lot of jumble and a whole lot of ideas that I wish were fleshed out more, fleshed out in different ways. We will be looking for Justin Tipping to see what he does next. And I hope he keeps the same team. And Cameron Cade's actor, Tyreek Withers, looking to see what you do next. I'm not seeing that Colleen Hoover movie, but hope you get something else. Yeah, I gave it 3.5 stars, which is a little high probably, but I was like, I had a fun night at the movie, so.
Yeah, I gave it 3, which is definitely on the higher end. I was between, honestly, 2 and 3, to be so transparent.
It's okay.
But I ultimately give it 3 because I just see something.
There's something there.
There's something there. I really quickly also want to mention, like, I understand athletes, the substance, not the substance of the movie, God. The substance use in this movie.
Substance
like,
use, yes.
Like, I know that athletes could also like drink and smoke and do all those things, but I just thought that Cameron Cade himself would take that more seriously because I don't know. I just wanted to mention that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very interesting being an athlete and also like religious, like Christian, very much so. Like it's like battling 2 demons inside of him. Yeah. I find it very interesting.
I thought he wouldn't be able to use any substance because of also he's training in this facility, and then they're like, we're gonna have a party tonight and we're gonna drink and smoke and have so much fun, and I'm just like,
so you're gonna be hungover,
you're gonna have a horrible day the next day, like that's gonna be awful. So that was really interesting. That was something that I think should be explored more in movies, just because athletes' bodies are like what makes them get paid. So
that's why you like body horror. You're a dancer.
Maybe because I experience those things
every single day.
Maybe so.
Yes. Okay.
I agree though. I'm also like very lukewarm mid, but this movie has so much promise. There's something here, and I really am just hoping Justin Tipping, don't let us down. Maybe ditch your writer friends, but bring back that cinematographer, bring back that editor. A lot of people are not liking this.
No, not at all. People are actually hating this a lot.
A lot of people hate this.
And that's okay. Marlon Wayans actually posted like Instagram post where he posted the Rotten Tomatoes score for him and then the Rotten Tomatoes scores for all of his past movies. And he was like, I respect critics, and critics are essential to the film ecosystem. However, we should be forming our own opinions and going to see movies in theaters. And he was like, these critics are not the end all be all. And also, a lot of his films when they first came out got really bad reviews and they ended up becoming classics. White Chicks, Scary Movie. So like, he was like, do not like base all of your merit in Rotten Tomatoes scores, which I think we talk about a lot. We mention it, but we're always like, it's Rotten Tomatoes. Like,
they hand out 100s like candy, and they give anything that isn't going to be a huge hit, they give it 36%, or they give it some random score. And like, even my friend who was like, I'm really excited to see this movie, I saw her again this weekend, and she was like, okay, I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score, like, tell me how it is. And I was like, don't I hate Rotten Tomatoes for that, because they just they give everything 100 is what it seems like. And again, it's just funny that some movies, Sinners, not 100 out of the gate. Sometimes I feel like they're implicating something else, but not my place.
So we are seeing One Battle After Another this week. PTA is going crazy viral on Twitter right now.
We touched on this last week too.
We did. I felt like last week it was more so like, oh my god, this is the best movie of the year, this is the best movie of the decade, this century. This week it's very much more so like, let's talk about all of PTA's greatest movies, which I feel like is a lot more loving and caring rather than like, this is the best movie ever, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. This week on Twitter, at least, it's been a lot of like, rank your PTA movies. What's your favorite performances? Let's talk about Daniel Day. Let's talk about Philip Seymour Hoffman. Like, I enjoy that conversation on film Twitter a lot more than, I saw this movie at an early screening and y'all are not ready for what you're about to see. It's like, okay, I'm going to see it in 5 days. Give me a minute.
And like, even like big PTA fans are like, we need to stop talking about it. It's kind of annoying. And I agree. It's getting a little annoying. I'm like, okay, can we let the public see the movie? Like, I get why you guys are saying that and you're critics and like that's your job. Just like, can you hold off for a second and can you stop hyping this up? Because the more you hype it up, the more
I'm going to be let down.
My expectations are going to genuinely fall all the way to the floor, and I'm going to give this a crazy rating.
I'm going to give it a point star. Like,
I'm not going to rate it. I'm going to give it a heart and be like, it was okay. Like,
I don't give hearts in Letterboxd.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't believe in that. I'm like, what is a heart?
I don't believe in that.
What is a heart? Like, genuinely. So, I'm excited. I have a little bit of a history with PTA, mostly just from like Licorice Pizza came out when I was getting into film, and so I started watching lots of PTA movies. Yeah, I'm excited. Just I need everyone to calm it down. By the time this is out, we will have seen the movie, so
yeah, maybe
my opinions will have changed. It's just
next week pod is One Battle After Another. Get hyped, go see the movie. Mm-hmm. I watched There Will Be Blood and The Master when I first started getting into film, but anything I watched in the 2021 era I have vague memory of, so yes. I do remember liking them both and they're both great, but tonight I think I plan on watching a PTA movie. I'm thinking Boogie Nights or Licorice Pizza. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to try to do what everyone's doing and watch a couple PTA movies before we see One Battle. Just because this is a great director. A director in his prime. Lucky he's still alive. Lucky he's still making movies while we're alive, you know. And we'll see how it turns out. I mean, it's just when people give such high expectations, I'm going to be like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
It's going to piss me off, honestly. I'm excited, though.
Yeah.
70 millimeter IMAX, like,
let's go.
That will always make me excited. And then get hype because NIF starts this week. We have been talking about this since, well,
we started the pod.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, a whole NIF dedicated pod will be coming out, and we'll be talking about the things you must see before the end of the year, things like that. But we won't be doing like weekly recaps because my brain I will spoil everything, and I also don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
So we'll be writing our notes. We will be reporting back what we think of everything and what you guys should see.
Yeah, you can put stuff on your watch list, you know, mm-hmm. from what we saw. We're going to try not to spoil anything, just give like, you know, what we liked about it and maybe didn't like about it, and just talk about the overall experience of NIF. If you guys ever want to come to New York or go to a film festival in general, we'll talk about like standby, the passes we got, you know, the people we met. It's a whole experience.
It's truly an experience, and every festival is so different. Nobody talks a lot about New York, but like we will give you the rundown of how we have done New York in many a ways.
Yeah.
I have done New York only standby long time. This year was my first time
with the pass.
I finally bought a pass. I do think it's very worth it. But we will mention all of our experiences, and I'm so excited for the next 3 weeks of my life to just be about movies and to be dedicated to seeing movies.
Bro, last year the post-NIF depression was crazy.
Post-NIF depression was insane
because it's immediately cold and rainy.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have something to look forward to in November.
Yeah.
We're going on vacation. But I remember last year just being so like, oh my God, I have to wait a whole nother year for this to do this again, and we're finally here.
And we would spend literally all day outside, and so it just made me really sad because I was like, what am I supposed to do with my life right now?
What do you mean I'm not supposed to wait outside Alice Tully for 10 hours?
I'm not gonna see giant movies on giant screens, like. So
freaking excited.
I'm really excited.
Y'all get hype. Follow, comment, like. We love reading your comments. Keep doing it.
Subscribe. We're almost at 100 subscribers. Hopefully we will be by this pod.
If we're not,
well,
once we get to 1,000, we can make money. So,
which we can go to festivals and talk more about these festivals.
Yes,
so
we'll have more money to go to movies and talk about movies.
Yes.
But we love you guys. Thanks for watching.
See you in the next one.
See you next Thursday. Bye.